This ink has been left on the surface for 3 months. This is a typical term, and we are now going to show cleaning those off. First thing we're going to do is use an erasing cloth and remove as much of that ink as we can, just with that. This is one of our small erasing cloths that can be washed should you need to. The first thing we're now going to do, this is our step 2 refillable whiteboard cleaner. You get a sachet, fill it up with water, shake it, and then you've got 500 ml of whiteboard cleaner. I'm going to use this soft reusable cloth. Just going to wet the surface. And we're going to get rid of as much as we can. We're not going to spend too long at each stage. The cost of using the water-based cleaner is about a quarter of the cost of using the alcohol-based cleaner. So we want to utilise each cleaner at each stage the best we can. The more ink there is on the surface, the more it's going to smudge, smear and stain if you use an alcohol-based cleaner. So we want to remove as much as we can, especially when you've got a whiteboard with this much pigment on. What we're now going to do is make sure that surface is dry. If it's not dry and you apply the alcohol-based cleaner, it's going to dilute it slightly. Our alcohol-based cleaner is Show Me Magic step 3. And on this, we're just going to spritz the surface and then get that ink to lift. Because it's alcohol-based, it evaporates, so you do have to work quite quickly. Shouldn't worry too much about creating this staining on the surface. The cleaner will get it later on. What we do want to do is make sure that we're not transferring too much more of that pigment back onto the surface. If Magix gets on here, it's going to transfer that pigment back onto the board, and it's not going to clean very well. Now that we've removed the majority of that, we can then go back to the water-based cleaner and our soft cloth. So as you can see here, the pigment is quite heavy, so we'll have to go back to Magix on that one. And apply Magix. At this stage, I can then just buff that and remove that ink. The more you maintain your boards as you go, the less of a chore this will seem. As you use markers and erase, the quicker you do it, the more it'll smudge. All of that pigment is going to stain the surface, so your boards are going to go from a white to a grey fairly quickly. And there you go. Cleaning a surface shield surface with the 3-step cleaning system from Show Me.